I'm Richard Halsted, standing outside the AMC Showplace Classic 12 in beautiful Bloomington, Indiana. These are Richard Halsted's movie reviews. Svengoolie is Destroy All Monsters tonight, and I've probably seen it like 5 times on Svengoolie, so I'm going to go see Mad Max at the AMC. Alright, off to the races. View before the entrance. Following traffic codes as a pedestrian is a lot more cautious, but the freedom pays off. Back at concession for the ticket. There's a long line back there. Uh-oh. This is not good. It's already broken. Mad Max Furiosa. I think it's called that. Familiar with Mad Max. I've seen The Road Warrior and Beyond Thunderdome used to come on TV all the time with Tina Turner. The original Mad Max, I don't know if I've seen that. I might have. I thought The Road Warrior and Mad Max were the same movie for years, but I guess there is a Mad Max and Mad Max the Road Warrior, Mad Max Beyond Thunderdome, and then the reinvention of Mad Max with Tom Hardy and Charlize Theron, and the breast milk cult that came out in 3D 10 years ago, 9 years ago. I have a 3D TV, so I always buy 3D Blu-rays, or used to when they came out. Yeah, all I remember from the reinvention, the reimagining, was that it had Tom Hardy, it had Charlize Theron, and it had a cult of breast milk. Kind of icky. So, I'm a sucker for the summer blockbuster. So I decided, I'm going to go see this. I have to go see it. I'm a guy, We like Mad Max. The whole theater was almost completely full of guys. There was 3 women that were with their husbands in there, but besides that, it was all bros. And it was funny because some of the bros, I'd say in the past 15 years since movie theaters started, not being full as much, if you're there with your bro, got to make a buffer seat in between. But there are a lot of bros in there tonight. They're real close, sitting right next to each other, even though the theater was like at 2/10 capacity. But yeah, the movie starts off with a young girl gets kidnapped from a paradise, where they aren't like with no gasoline or any food or water or anything. It's somehow like she's part of some society utopia. She gets kidnapped, and then she gets taken to Thor, Chris Hemsworth, and he's the leader of the Dementors, which I think are the bad guys in the first Mad Max, or the second Mad Max, or whichever one I've seen. I remember Michael Scott making a joke about the Dementors. Right, Miss Kitty? And so and then her mom comes to save her, but then he kills the mom. and he's trying to get out of the young girl where she's from because he wants to go pillage her paradise because he's part of a biker gang that has nothing. They're like all cannibals and stuff, and I was like, well, this is better than a breast milk cult. I think I'm gonna like this movie more. But then they're back at the breast milk cult, and the Dementors make a deal where the young girl is traded and given to the breast milk cult to become a breast milk harvester. I can't believe this is the plot. So the young girl, I finally figure out after about an hour into the movie, this is Charlize Theron, but younger. This is a prequel to the reimagining of Mad Max that came out years ago, 8 years ago or whatever. So it's a revenge story where she's gonna get back at Thor, Chris Hemsworth, for killing her mom all those years ago, and she's trained by like a fake Mad Max, like wannabe, that finds her after she escapes a breast milk cult, and she grows up to go try to take her revenge on Chris Hemsworth. That's what the movie's about, basically. I won't give away the ending. I won't give away any spoilers or details. But I'd say that the first reimagining that came out 8 years ago is better than this one, because it isn't even Charlize Theron. I think they tried to like make her look like Charlize Theron with CG effects and stuff. But Chris Hemsworth put on a pretty good performance. I've never thought of him as like a good actor, but he really gave it. He had his moments. It had good writing, so he had his moments in this movie where he was really good. I'd say these movies, they're great for these original characters that the creator invents. I've heard people say that the one from 8 years ago is like the best action movie of all time. No way. Commando, Terminator, anything with Seagal before Under Siege 2, anything with Van Damme before Time Cop. There's better action movies out there. But the director, writer, or whatever, he has a great imagination, and maybe they're just saying like he's the best at shooting action scenes, because that's, from what I understand, it's not easy to shoot an action scene, and he is good at shooting action scenes. But I'd give the movie 8 out of 10. No, maybe 7.5 out of 10. It's a summer blockbuster, so you gotta go. The theater was actually kind of busy. I remembered the pressure I used to feel in a packed movie theater as a kid. Had to have the gum, the cologne, and everything, so you make out with your girlfriend at the very end of the movie after you put your arm around her. This was all back when I used to be human. I used to do stuff like this, but I don't miss that pressure of like being in a large crowd and brushing your teeth and stuff. So I had a bit of a panic attack being around all those people. Luckily, I brought my medication with me, so it was alright. But yeah, first summer blockbuster this summer. Not as good as the last one, but still a decent movie with some great characters and some great acting. Thank you very much. Have a great night. Bye-bye.